decisions to shred fear out of my life now. There's a few key words in there, and I just want to introduce one of my greatest friends. This is Sammy the Shredder. Anybody have a shredder in your house? And we have someone who runs a successful bookkeeping company here, and it's very important to have a shredder because you have any important documents that people want to steal from you. You shred them, correct? Because if they steal the documents from you, what can they do? Steal your ideas and dreams. Steal your identity, steal your dreams. And just last week, I was shredding some important documents in my personal construction zone. And as I had this on, and I was putting some pieces of paper through it, I went like that, and I put it in here. And I said to myself, that's what people need to do with areas of their life that keeps coming back to haunt their dreams, basically. And I made a video called The Shredder. You guys enjoy the video? Yeah. And I was just right in the spot. I just made it, because I deal with so many people who make excuses. So shred. It's a powerful word, isn't it? Shred. So today we're going to shred. Fire it up. 5 decisions to shred fear out of your life. And that's why the identification card of the Lifestyle Freedom Club truly is when the fear police goes to attack you. See, many of you are incarcerated by fear. You're held behind the bars of insecurity, the bars of I'm not worthy of receiving success. And that's why the first word that I want to define in the title of today's message is, what's the title of the message?
5 decisions to shred fear out of my life now.
All right, now say it like we're not in I felt like I was back in 8th grade, like one of the nuns asked me to read a book report or something back in St. Jean's. Just say it like you're fired up.
5 decisions to shred fear out of my life now.
Now. You see that? In a room of champions, I had to ask you twice to speak with enthusiasm. We have some Gator fans in the room here today. We have some Seminole fans in the room today. 4th and goal. 10 seconds left. Grown men have their face painted. And flags all over their car, and they don't care what people say about them. Has nothing to do with your dream. The word decision in the original Hebrew root, many of you know that all of our languages and our roots go back to the Hebrew language. The Hebrew root word of decision means to cut off. To cut off, get rid of, done, finished. To get rid of, cut off, no more. So today, we're really going to go through 5 decisions each and every one of you need to make in your life, which means to cut off, get rid of. And you combine cutting off with shredding, it's gone. And this is actually a cross shredder, because even when people shredded things straight down, thieves that are focused can take that document, put it back together, and still steal your identity. I see many people nodding their head. As you know, they first came out with a shredder, and which went straight down, but if you notice with this one, it actually cross shreds. And you can see that you cannot put that back together. And when you take your goals and your dreams, a lot of people try to shred them out of you by their words, correct? And steal your dreams. You know what's exciting too is everybody always uses the word, well, coincidence. You ever hear that one, right?
Yes.
It doesn't exist in the Hebrew language. There's no root to coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. There's roots. And your roots predict your fruit. And the root of making uncomfortable decisions for 2 to 5 years will change your life. That's a very powerful statement. I can stop right there and lives will change. You understand that? Yes. There's no such thing as coincidence. It's when you're perfectly positioned to receive the next level in your life, but you got to be ready. You have to be ready to receive that. So the first decision of the 5 decisions, and we talked about this morning, it's called the shift. Decision number 1 is the shift. And for those of you, obviously, who were not here this morning, we watched the blindfold scene from the movie Facing the Giants. And I know many people around the world are watching that's been to events and heard me speak about it. But today I really dug down deep in it for all the champions. How many of you got something out of that when I really stressed the point I'm going to share with everyone right now? Is that in that scene, when he first gets on the field and he's going to do it, the entire team behind him is chuckling. Ha ha ha, ha. He ain't never going to do it. She ain't never going to do it. She ain't going to become a world famous speaker, author. It's not going to happen. There's no way. People who were supposedly on your team is chuckling. And then because there's a coach who's in his face, cares enough about him, puts the blindfold on because he knows what's in him, and he's got that gift of leadership and a talent, and he makes him go beyond a point he's never been to because he's got to see beyond where he's been. As he starts going and the coach is focused on him and he's focused and he's going, the team that was chuckling, the shift, all of a sudden the shift, and the theme of the music goes from like a comedy chuckling to all of a sudden the chuckling stops and one person gets up and watch them. Next person watches them. There's a shift. A shift gets developed when you're focused. And a major area you need to shred out of your life is lack of focus. Lack of focus. Because when you get focus out of your life, as a matter of fact, Kathy, can you write the word focus on a piece of paper for me, please? I'm going to utilize you as my champion shredder person. So you take the word focus. How many of you know that focus has been an issue in your life? One day you're fired up, next day you listen to the chucklers. What you need to do is take the word focus, actually lack of focus. Let's get specific, thank you. Lack of focus. Because when you got focus out of your life, you're going to achieve your goals and dreams. We have a 77-year young Navy pilot, served 21 years in the Navy, correct, John?
Correct.
And if you were out of here, oorah, fired up. Answers with focus. If you were off just a couple times, you didn't feel like paying attention. Somebody called you on your phone, excuse me, and you're texting. You'd crash and burn and kill yourself and others. Lack of focus needs to be shredded out of your life when the shift is on. And once you put it in there, it's not thick enough. Fire it up. My shredder got fired up.
It's not on all the way. The lid is on all the way.
Oh.
Not yet.
The right side needs to go down further.
You're right,
There you go.
I just want to let you guys know. I knew that. I did. The power button's not on. Did you guys get focused to tell me what to do?
Yeah.
You're watching everything. This is a very deep teaching about focus. You know how this is a safety switch. We all know that. And if it's not, the safety switch is not down, you can't shred. And right now, focus, because this is a sign where people will get you out of focus. Insecure chucklers who don't have the shift on in their life, they're not decisive, they don't have a why, they're not strong enough in their belief structure, they will steal your dream by their words. So you have to take lack of focus in your life and shred it. I love the end. But it's gone. So now, since lack of focus is out of your life, the shift is on, you're going for the 100-yard line. You're going for the end zone. The blindfold field is on. That's gone. The shift is on. My dad was in the room, will tell you today, they all thought I was nuts, going to events, coming home, reading books, stuff all over my room. My mother yelled at me the first time I put this, and I stapled it to the wall, right? What are you doing? You're not going to achieve that stuff. God bless all your moms. You have to love them. But they're all part of a process. You have to understand that we are in a society right now that focus is a rarity. That's a powerful statement. Focus is a rarity. It's rare, people who are laser focused. Laser focused people are determined. Laser focused people understand they've been given a gift. They have the ability to change other people's lives. So that's an area for your life you want to shred it forever.